Lectures on Technical C by Shravan Kumar Mantri. Coming to the question number 17, sum of elements in an array. So an array is given. So let us suppose this is an array where I want to get sum of the elements in an array. So in simple, what is the sum means? I have to check for whether this is a of 0 plus a of 1 plus a of 2 up to a of n minus 1. Like this we can take. Now of course how to write the logic we'll see, and not only that we'll see only sum of even numbers in your program, in your array, and sum of only odd numbers, sum of positive numbers, sum of only negative numbers, sum of only prime numbers. How to write all those logics. So I'll just compare one logic to the another. Here how to write the programs I'll explain here. Here I'm taking an array and some initialization. I'm taking some variables and also some variable sum which use it for getting the sum of the elements, and it is initialized to 0. And I have taken the scanf n means size of the array. In our example it is 6, and taking those elements, what are those elements to enter. So this is the input I have taken. Now I equals 0 up to I less than n means up to n minus 1. I am making sum equals sum plus a of I. So simply sum equals sum plus a of I means what is the sum initial value? 0. So 0 plus a of I. What is a of I? I value 0. A of 0, 30. So next, of course this is sum is equals to 0 plus 30, that is 30. Now a of 1. What is a of 1? Plus 20. Next plus 40. Like this it will take, and finally it will give the sum, that is 280. Finally you will get the sum as 280. Is it right? So that is 30 plus 20 plus 40 plus 50 plus 60 plus 80. So this is simple logic, and finally what we need to print? Only sum. So we'll print the sum like this, and you will get the answer as 280. Now my question is, if you go for only even numbers in your array. So here of course I have taken all even numbers. Let us suppose I'll take this number as something like 25. Here I'll take something 31. Somewhere here I'll take 45, like this. So sum of even numbers. What are even numbers? If you see 30, 50 and 60. 30, 50 and 60. 30 plus 50, 80. 80 plus 60, 140. So the sum should be 140. How you need to get this one? What is the logic you need to write? Of course here, the program will be same, but here you need to keep a condition like, if what you need to write, first of all you need to check whether your a of I is the even number or not. How to check even number or not? Your a of I percentage 2, I'll divide with 2. If I get remainder 0, then I can say it is an even number. Then only I'll make it sum. So otherwise I won't go for sum. That's what. Like 30 percentile 2 is 0. Yes, it will take the sum. 25 percentile 2 is 0. No, it won't take the sum. Next number 31. It won't take. 50. Yes, it will take. 60. Yes, it will take. 45. It won't take. So 30 plus 50 plus 60, it will give the answer. Very simple. You have to do like this. If you want only odd numbers, what you need to do? Here in place of a of I percentile 2 is equals to, what you need to keep here? In place of 0 you need to keep here as 1 only. If the remainder value is 1, then I can say it is a odd number. So again the same thing. Like this you need to do for even numbers and odd numbers. And what about positive numbers and negative numbers? So how to do? And for positive numbers, let us suppose this is minus 25, this is something like minus 60. So this is minus, let us suppose only two negative numbers are there. One is minus 25 and another one is minus 60. Now only what is the sum of positive elements? 30 plus 31 plus 50 plus 45. So what is the logic to be written here in place of this one? So you need to write, if a of I, if I say it is a positive number, the value should be greater than 0. Is it right? So like this you need to consider. So if it is greater than 0, then only you make sum. or else you want negative numbers. What about negative numbers? Here you need to write in place of greater than, you need to write less than. So like this you can take. And one more thing, if you take positive numbers, if you want to include 0, you can include 0 by taking a of I greater than or equals to 0, like this. So greater than or equals to 0, you need to write here. So then like this logics you need to follow. Now one more question, you make separate sum of even numbers and separate sum of odd numbers. Then you have to take two variables. One is sum, another one is, let us suppose you have to take sum to, again uninitialize to 0. So comma you can keep and keep semicolon here. Now what is the logic that you need to write? If a of I percentile 2 is 0, sum equals sum plus a of I. If it is not even, what you need to write? Else part. Else sum 2 is equals to sum 2 plus a of I. So like this you need to write. So you have to get here, sum means it will get even sum, sum 2 means you will get odd sum, that means sum of only odd numbers, sum of only here even numbers, like this. And similarly for positive and negative values, what you need to do? If a of I is greater than 0, sum equals to sum plus a of I, where you will get the positive numbers. Else sum 2 equals to sum 2 plus a of I. So the logic, in place of this you need to write this logic. That's it. So like this you need to change the logic, you need to change your program with respect to the question. Now the last question is sum of prime numbers in an array. Let us suppose if this is an array, what are the prime numbers? 7 is a prime number, 31 is a prime number, 29 is a prime number. I want to get the sum of only these three. So what is the logic that you need to write here? So in order to get the prime number, we will check with one logic, that is, of course you can have one logic by using a inside loop checking with each number in between 1 and that number, but here we can take a simple logic that if you are thinking a number is a prime number or not prime number, then it should not be divisible by 2, 3, 5 and 7. It should not be divisible by 2, 3, 5, 7. So we'll write that logic. Here we'll write if the given a of I percentile 2 is not equals to 0 and that is double and logical operator, a of I percentile 3 is not equals to 0 and a of I percentile 5 is not equals to 0, double and a of I percentile 7 is not equals to 0, then I can say it is prime number. You can see for any number, of course it is the constraint applicable only the numbers after 7. So for the numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, it's not applicable. So anyway, this logic is applicable for the numbers greater than 7. You can write inside one more logic that if the number is either 2 or 3 or a of I is 5, a of I is 7. So then also we need to accept this logic. So like this you need to get the logic for prime number. So this is a one logic we can write when you don't want to use the loop when you find whether the given number is a prime number or not. So like this it will be applicable. So like this we can find the sum of the elements in an array with like different constraints like even numbers, odd numbers, positive numbers, negative numbers and prime numbers. We'll see some more questions in the next video lecture. Thank you.